Thank you very much. I just wanted to know, we've been trying to prop up the Karzai regime, and I'm just wondering if you think it might be better to try to, instead of trying to create a central government where really there never was one, if it might be better to endorse some type of partition plan for Afghanistan, where we maybe go to the local tribes and try to empower them over some central government that they don't respect and that is coming off as a bit of a kleptocracy. Thank you.
Well, first of all, let me just say that many people have tried to partition Afghanistan. You would not be the first. Certainly the British tried it, the Soviets tried it, the Pakistanis tried it, the Iranians tried it. Many people have tried it before. The Afghans refused to be partitioned. And for that, really, they deserve enormous respect and admiration. If you look at Europe, you look at Yugoslavia, what happened in the former Yugoslavia. I mean, within 5 minutes of the Soviet Union collapsing, Yugoslavia was divided into half a dozen different areas. The Afghans want to keep their country, and they would resist. No Afghan leader ever has been able to stand up and talk about partition and survive, quite frankly. The other thing is that, look, despite all the problems, partitioning Afghanistan, or for that matter Pakistan, God forbid, would lead to a horrendous breakup in the region. This entire region was formed, these borders, India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran, were formed by colonial and imperial powers. They are not natural borders. If you start messing around with the borders of any one of these countries today, it will lead to a knock-on effect around the whole region. And that would really create enormous destabilization. I don't think anybody in the region really wants separation and partition. And secondly, I think it would cause huge amount of chaos. Yes, certainly, what the Afghans do need is a constitution that reflects greater autonomy for the provinces. And what they need is a greater, sharing of political power, not so centralized. This constitution is incredibly centralized. And this there needs to be constitutional changes. Hopefully, if there are negotiations with the Taliban, to include the Taliban so that they are not left out of this. I think that will be sufficient to sustain. You need a degree of autonomy in the provinces, but you also need a strong center, which can, run the army, police, the administration, etc., and a strong center which can, develop the economy. Because if you're looking at the future economy of Afghanistan, especially when the possibility of developing minerals, oil, gas, etc., you will need a strong center to control that.